yesterday I pitched my business to a room of about 100, 150 people at the UKTI event.
Last night's pitching event was different to anything I've done before.
You know, you only have a minute to pitch, such a short amount of time, but if you can't sell your business in under a minute, you might as well just go home.
When you have about 20 people pitching before you, and there's that countdown, you know, it's like 19, 18, 17, 16, it kind of, for some reason, like increases the adrenaline.
I'm very impatient and I hate waiting, and the fact that I had to wait for 23 minutes before it was my turn to pitch was hard.
My hands were sweaty, my palms were sweaty, my heart was beating really fast.
By the time I was pitching, I was very nervous. And I didn't feel as kind of confident that I had done coming to the event.
As soon as they announce your name, that's when people look at you. So even the way you walk up to the microphone, people are watching and people are judging you.
As a whole, I think Virgin Media Pioneer smashed it.
I think we actually were really good. I think everyone was really confident.
Lou came on really strong at the start. I think he set it up so the rest of us felt like strong and confident, and he kind of like threw the ball up and we all knocked it over the fence.
Hello, I'm Lou August from CookieSmart. CookieSmart is a mobile apps company that specializes in building a better future for everyone.
I really enjoy pitching. It's sort of comes natural to me. Well, it didn't come natural, but with time and practice, it's become something I sort of enjoy.
For us, all the little training that we've done in building up to this week and all the pitching has really benefited us.
We were much more concise and to the point, which is super important when it comes to tackling the American market.
We're now looking for investment in order to scale the company and build an online authoring tool which would allow anybody to create interactive videos.
After that was done, I felt much better because I knew that then at that point people would come up to me who actually were interested in Storygami, and I'd be able to talk to people about that.
You know, when somebody stands there and reads something, it's a little bit robotic. I tried to make it a little more fluid.
We also work with brands like Red Bull, Coca-Cola and Adidas to help them realize their music strategy online.
And I cracked a joke about Tim Westwood dropping the bomb, which probably went over the head of all the Americans, but the British people laughed.
I'm going to get out of the way before Tim Westwood here drops the bomb.
The reason why we were the strongest was because we feel like a team. We came here together, we've been working together, we've been kicking ideas back and forth off each other. So I think when it came down to it, all of us were ready.
Hermione kind of took the crowd by storm with her remote-controlled sex toys.
All right, who can tell me what this is?
I was a little bit worried about how Americans would take me selling a vibrator.
So this is Vibes. This is the world's first smartphone-controlled vibrator.
It's a pretty risky product I've got, and it's by far the most out there product of the group.
We have books like 50 Shades of Grey that sold $90 million worth of copy in the USA, and we can actually program the device to vibrate along to the storybooks. We also...
So I was a little bit apprehensive about you know, looking around the room and seeing if people would just be like, oh my God, she's selling a vibrator, or whether they'd actually think it was a legitimate business idea.
We're looking for another $200,000. Come see me and play with Vibes.
I went after Hermione Way. It's a very hard task to kind of follow, you know, a woman parading her vibrator around. So, but I did my thing, man.
Thank you for your time. My name is Marcus Simpson. Please come and speak with me. And also indulge drinks at the bar. I'm the last guy, so thank you.
I think what I wanted to achieve with the pitch was actually getting people in that room to actually understand what Streaming Tank were about and the fact that they could potentially be planting a flag in New York.
It's always good to sort of raise your profile when you're coming to a new market and start to get people talking about you.
You know, I met some great people, great new contacts, and they put me in touch with potential partners as well.
It's good. I felt really positive. I was approached by someone from the UN. They wanted to talk to me a bit.
The evening was really great. I felt there was a lot of great contacts. I got about 50 business cards at the end of the night, and hopefully it's going to lead to some great business relationships for Vibes.
Just the fact that we were there pitching, and all the UKTI staff were there, especially the ones based in New York. That's going to make it a lot easier when I move over here in January to sort of knock on the doors and say, hey, remember me?
New York is harsh, and New York is brash, and it beats you up every day, but ultimately it's probably one of the best places in the world to build a startup.
Every investor whom you are going to talk to will look to do a couple of things.